Hello, everyone. Hope you had a great day in the market today. It is Tuesday, May 14th. I personally think the market was crap today. I did get one really good trade in the afternoon session, but otherwise it was a pretty shitty day. We have news on deck tomorrow, CPI at 8:30 a.m. I do not plan to trade until after the open and after all the wildness shakes out. I usually wait at least until 9:45 before I get into a trade every day. So we have that coming up tomorrow. I know we got a ton of people with new fresh Apex accounts with that big promo. I also did pick up 250K accounts from Apex. I put a video out last night just talking about like the orb trade, and I just don't think it's a good trade, and we're not going to continue doing it. And I put Alpine is canceled in the comment, as the video title. I was just clowning him a little bit. He was trolling on my YouTube videos last week using his test account, and when I called him out on it, he deleted his comments. So I was just teasing him back. I got a lot of hate from his community. It's just a little fun. I don't have any ill will towards Alpine Trader. I'm happy for his success. If he's getting payouts, that's fabulous. I just wanted to put that out there. I was just having a little fun. I thought he was too. I wasn't taking it seriously. And it seems like his community is offended. What other people make is not really my business. I don't personally care about that. I will reiterate, I just felt like Alpine could have supported his community better and shared his strategy. But if he chooses not to and his community is fine with that, that's not my business, So a couple of my friends were trying to replicate that strategy, and I was concerned about that. So, I tried to help either prove or make a good strategy out of what he was doing, or disprove it. So, that's where we are. We're moving on. I really am not that interested in Alpine or the orb trades, to be honest. But I just want to put that out there. I hope nobody was offended. I don't have any ill will against anybody. None of the traders, none of the tubers, none of them. I'm happy to see any retail trader find success. So I just wanted to say that, my channel, my Discord is about, supporting the trading community. That's all I'm about. So with that said, I did see that we have some changes to the rules in Apex everyone needs to be aware of. No more bracket orders, so there dies the orb trade anyway. They got some ridiculous rules up in here too, I will say. Now they may want you to show proof or recordings of your trades before they'll agree to pay it. Not everybody records their trades. You can no longer scale into losing trades. That's a strategy people implement. I don't understand where that rule's coming from. Now they want you to have consistent contracts on all your trades over at least 10 days. I don't know about you guys, but, CPI days, pretty volatile. I might reduce my size on days like that. And then on trading range days where it's really slow and I want to get in and out, I might size up a little bit. So I'm not loving those rules. It seems to me that they're really trying to make it hard for you to get a payout. It looks like they covered Alpine, trades by Matt, and in here, and Patrick. So if you're trading with their systems, you're pretty much screwed right now. So now these rules just changed. I don't know how that's going to apply if you signed a contract and got your account set up before those changes. I read the terms, and it says you agreed that you have read the facts and agreed to them at the time of this agreement. So if these new rules are implemented after your agreement, as in you already have funded accounts, I think you have a good argument. But going forward, new accounts, you have to be careful. So anyway, I would just say, there's a lot of stream tubers out there. Not all of them are doing really risky, no stop loss trades. You got the original streamer, Bye Money. This is the first streamer that I know of, and I'm still a huge fan of this channel. I don't personally watch any streamers when I'm trading because I need to pay attention to my charts and it's a distraction. But if I'm not trading, I usually check in with Bye Money's channel, my favorite panda, or sometimes I'll just play it in the background and turn the volume down to support the channels that I like. And this is one of them. I also came across Trader Rob, who has pretty consistent strategies. Seems like a nice guy, really good risk management. And I also discovered trading with Travis, who's getting a lot of payouts too, and implements good risk management. So if you really want to watch a YouTuber who's successfully implementing a strategy with a reasonable stop and risk parameters, you might want to check out some of those guys. I'm not interested in streaming, and like I said, I don't watch streams. Sometimes I'll watch them after the fact, but I don't watch them when I'm trading. All right, so that's out of the way. The next thing I want to talk about is this template for the initial balance. The template for the initial balance that I added onto the Google Drive here is in the chart templates, initial balance, no paid indicators. This is the regular initial balance. This is not anything like jacked up. You're not going to set a stop and a buy at the top and a sell at the bottom. You're going to wait for the breakout, and you're going to wait for the retest. I have it right now on 30-minute candles because I neglected to say something yesterday that I think is important when I talked about this strategy. You have to mark the New York session open. If we open close to the bottom, we are likely to break out at the top. If we open close to the top, we are likely to break out at the bottom. And if we open in the middle, we're very likely to be in a trading range. And I did not state that yesterday when I made that strategy video, so I just wanted to put that out there. So I did make an update to this template. Let me go here to the regular bricks. Okay. Now, I don't trade initial balance or breakouts. I am not a breakout trader. I am a trend following trader, and I will fade the breakout on trading range days or use volume profile. You have to remember, most breakouts fail. So here we got a breakout of the IB box. We got a pullback and an entry here, and that was a good entry for you to get in. No, I got in here, and I got out up at 400. So I got a good run today. It was like $1,000 trade. It was pretty good. So I'm going to delete this initial balance off of this template because it's distracting for me. And what we're left with here is pretty much my chart template, except I have the round numbers on it. And the round numbers, you could just mark them if you wanted to put them on your chart. It's going to be the ones that end in 50, 75, 00, and 25. So all of these levels are marked on my chart. I don't rely on them all. I go, you see I go through and I mark my levels. But you could do that if you wanted to plot the most recent round numbers, and then your chart will look like mine. The gold lines on my chart are these round numbers. So let me get rid of all that crap. And this toolbar is on this chart template. You're going to need to install all these indicators before the template will load properly. You got Trend Magic, Trading from Chart, Break Even Plus, Prior. That's a ninja indicator. You don't need to worry about that one. Trend Magic, Trading from Chart, Pat's Toolbar, Bar Status by NinjaCo, Chart Watermark, Order Line Decorator. Those are the indicators that you're going to need to install from the Google Drive. You're just going to go to the Google Drive, go to the indicators folder, and they're going to be in there. Or you could go into this 15-minute orb chart, and all the indicators are pretty much in there. The only one I think they're all in there. Everything you need should be in here. So we're not using that chart anymore, but I left it there in case anybody wanted it. So I've been testing this strategy all day today on micros. I'm going in with 5 micros. Target 1 is going to be 3 micros I have it initially going in at 80 ticks and with a stop at 45. And then I'm running 2 to 150 ticks and breaking even at 45 ticks. So I'm going to leave that there for a second. This seems to be working really well. Entry rules. So on this chart, we have the 50 EMA that's in red. We have the 10 EMA, which is this blue line you see, hug and price. And then we have the trend magic here that changes from red to green. So for a long entry to be valid, I'm on NQ, but we're going to just take a trade just to work it out here. Okay, for a long entry to be valid, the trend meter must be green. We have to have volume at or above that white line. There needs to be room to get to our target. The red line should be below the blue line, and this is a good entry right here. Now I noticed on my chart that the entries off the round number levels were better. So we have 1, 2, 3. You don't want to take any more than 3 pullbacks. So we got the first move, we got 1 pullback, 2 pullback, 3 pullback. After that, you don't want to enter. No more than 3 in a run. Then you have to wait for a pullback, a major pullback, like 2 legs in the opposite direction. Like you see here, we pulled back, we went up, but this run is a lot smaller than this run, so we can see that's decreasing, and then we got a bigger pullback and a smaller move. Like you don't want to enter that. That tells you, we're probably going to reverse at least for a meaningful pullback. Okay, short rules. We want the volume to be at or above the white line. We want the trend magic to be red. We want the red EMA to be above the blue, and we want to get a good entry. So like here, assuming that the volume was up here, this is a good entry. We got a good run. This in here is not a good entry because we're all mixed up and jumbled. The lines aren't clearly separated. When the lines are like mixed together here, this is a no entry area. You see the price is closing below the trend magic and it's green. You don't want to enter that. Here we go. No entry. Here we go. 1, 2. Here's the third entry. But this one was good. You at least got a scalp. This one was not good because it's green here. So I'm just going to buy here on my sim account.
Order filled.
Now you're going to do this on micros. And we're going to look for a logical level here. I would put this here. 48 ticks. We want to get you want at least 40 ticks. Hold it for there. Now in terms of the stop, your stop should go either at the pivot, or here we have an engulfing candle. Well, here's a tricky area because we're right below a major round number 400. I would probably put my stop below the pivot area. But you could also put your stop here, below this candle here. Just know you're going to get stopped out a lot. You could also add the engulfing candle indicator. It's the Trade Saber engulfing bar. And then it will color your reversal candles blue and yellow. You don't want to enter on a reversal. You want to wait for the next candle to print. The other rule I implement to keep myself out of trouble is I have the NQ. Here's the data series for it. 32, 80, and 160. And I don't trade against these kick bricks. Okay, this one right now is still working. It's not closed. We don't go by that one. We would go by the prior brick, which is green. So that tells me I can only take longs here, no shorts. That will keep you out of trouble in this system. And also, I have my 3 amigos here, 30-minute charts, NQ, ES, YM. I like for them all to be going in the same direction. I have these set to RTH. If you're trading like UK session or Globex, you want to change that to, well, you could just put it on use instrument settings and it will be the 24-hour candles. Right now this is just the New York session candles. That's all I need. I'm looking for the gaps on the open. Now right off the cuff I can see there's a gap down here, so it's a pretty big hike down. We didn't fill the gap from the other day here, so I like to know where the gaps are. If we gap up, odds are we're going to come back and fill it. So look for a down move. And if we gap down, look for us to go on up and fill it. Not every time, but most times. If you are in the Discord, I have posted the volume profile levels and all of the naked POCs that are outstanding. We have quite a few for ES here that you see. I would recommend you mark them. The volume profile is so tight, I don't think it's going to be very impactful for tomorrow. So I'm not too worried about that. I would be looking for some of the untested levels. And we have quite a few. Remember that gap that I keep mentioning that's way down here now. Here we go. This gap in the profile all the way down to 1776.2. We are going to come back and fill that in. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow, but we are coming to fill that in. So I'm not too worried about the volume profile. But we have all these levels down here. We didn't test back. 180.2350 is one level. And if we get that far, we're probably going to 18,000. The next one is going to be around 18165. I think tomorrow could be a little wild. I think that just having the naked POCs on your chart is good enough. I also posted the daily expected moves. I don't really see anything significant, only 42 for ES expected and 181. But if it gets wild, we could get 85 on ES and 363 on NQ. So I have all these lines marked on my chart here. I put them on my daily. The purple lines are the weekly expected moves. The blue line is the daily. Okay guys, that's all I've got for this video. In the video description, you're going to find links to my Google Drive. I've got that opened right here. In that drive are all the free indicators. There are chart templates for you, copies of my personal charts, and a lot of books and material on trading free for you. If you're interested in joining the Discord, please send me or leave a comment. I go live in the Discord every morning for the orb trade, and then one of our members, Vance, goes live for most of the day. I can see they're still in the live channel from today. So there's lots of indicators. There's lots of learning materials in here. Everything is organized. I post every day the daily expected and volume profile levels. So there's a lot of information in there. If you want access to that, just leave a comment below. Thank you again for liking and subscribing and supporting my channel. I really appreciate you guys. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.